Pleasant first to you all. Ebenezer is my name. I am the lead facilitator of this YouTube channel, or you actually call me an Aquaman. Alright, in today's lesson, we shall actually be working on the topic usage of each and every. So you know what in this by mistake, you are actually on the right channel to improve your proficiency in English language, Ebenezer's English Language Academy. So as I've said earlier, the topic for today is usage of each and every. Most English learners often find the usage really problematic. Sometimes students find it difficult to determine the right subject to use after the word each and every. Do you use a single subject after the word each or every, or you use a plural subject after the word each and every? Do you use a single subject after the word each and every, or you use a plural subject after the word each and every? To help with confusion, for the fact that in today's video I am going to be unraveling content that best answers all these questions. So today I am going to be teaching you 3 different rules that govern the applications of the word each and every. So pay rapt attention. The word each and every, they are actually indefinite pronouns. So get that thing. Each and every, they are indefinite pronouns. Indefinite pronouns refer to no one specific, and that the reason it's referred to as indefinite pronoun, just like the word someone, everyone. Hope you get that. Okay, so let's move straight into the rules that governs the word each and every. Your word. Use a single subject after the word each or every. So whenever you mix up the word each and every in a sentence, whenever you mix up the word each and every in a sentence, you must make use of, you must maintain, you must use a single subject. A single subject is without S-E-S or I-E-S. So you have, for the fact that you use a single subject, for the fact that you expected to use a single subject after each or every, then it must be followed by a single verb likewise. Do not forget the law of Concord rather, which implies that a single subject goes with a single verb and vice versa. So let me give you an example under that. We have the word each footballer has been rewarded. Now you have the word each, you have the word footballer. I don't say footballers. Okay? So for the fact that you have the word each, you must use a single subject. So you can have each footballer, you can have each pencil, you can have each chair, you can have each pastor, and not each pastors. You don't say each pastors, you don't say each children, you don't say each woman, you don't say each man, because those are plural subjects. I hope you get it. Alright, let's move from that to Rule 2. Rule 3 now. The only condition you can use as plural subject after the word each is when you have the word preposition after each. So in this case now, every is out of the case. Every is out of it. Every is out of it. This law is not applicable to every. It's only applicable to the word each. You know, in the first law, I told you that you can only use a single subject after each / every. But there is an exception that guarantees the usage of a plural subject after the word each. And that exception is if you have the word of, which is a preposition after the word each. So, let me give you an example. We have examples like each of the footballers, each of the women, each of the men, and so on. Now, let me make you understand something. That doesn't change the fact that you shouldn't use a singular verb after it. The fact that you use of footballers or of plus plural subject doesn't mean that you should use a plural verb after it. A single verb must still be maintained. Do you get it? So let me just paraphrase the law. You expected to use only plural subject after each when you have the preposition of, and a single verb must follow as well. Alright, so that's it. Now let's move to the last law for today's lecture, and the law is In a situation whereby I'm asking you in form of question, ask yourself now, ask yourself that question. In a situation whereby you have a plural subject before the word each, what controls the verb? Is it the plural subject that controls the verb, or the word each that controls the verb? As you well know that if it were to be the word each, then you use a single verb. If it were to be the plural subject, you use a plural verb after it. So this is questions related to this is often problematic to students. So I am going to be revealing the laws that actually govern that now. Now listen, in a situation whereby you have plural subjects after the word each, you know what controls the verb? What controls the verb is not the word each. The word each could actually be detached there. It's the plural subject that you have before the word each that actually controls the verb. So whenever you have a plural subject before the word each, you are expected to what? To maintain a plural verb. So sentences like the each of, probably house, probably car, the each of. So listen, you have the word the, plural subject, you have the word each, and you have the word have, not has. Now the second example is Daniel and Sarah. Daniel and Sarah each has, Daniel and Sarah each have biro. Daniel and Sarah each have a biro. You observe that I make use of the word have after the word each there, because each doesn't control the verb. The each could actually detach, just detach each, as if it is irrelevant in the sentence. Then you have Sarah and Daniel, or do you have that Daniel and Sarah have pen. So that's it. So here we come to the end of today's lecture. If this is your first time of watching my video, you are welcome once again to Ebenezer's English Language Academy. Thank you so much for watching. Recommend my